Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is my Minecraft long-term survival series, and just so you know, all of the voiceover for this is re-recorded. I had to go back and record it. My mic was not working, so if it sounds a little bit off, that's why. I did a little bit of stuff off camera in preparation so that we can work on the project I want to work on today, which is the barn that I was talking about in the last episode. The only real thing that I did was I went mining, and I was able to find two spawners, a zombie and a skeleton. And I think the skeleton spawner is a lot closer than what the other spawner was. And so, before we get into anything today, I want to be able to show you that. Because I did record me finding and looting the two spawners. So yeah, I'll show you that. I also got this little guy down here, a villager. Cured a zombie villager, now I have a mason. I've been trading with him for some emeralds. I didn't want to use a Fletcher, I think they're not nearly as good as people say. And just run over to the lush cave that we have and just trade with him. I think that's way better, so I've been doing that. Collected quite a lot when I was mining. I actually think I'm going to trade with him right now because all of his stuff's reset. 3 clay, like that's so much better than a Fletcher, I feel like. Yeah, like here's all of the iron and copper and gold I got. I got so much iron when I was down there. I was working on it because I know, well, I don't know, I'm pretty sure I'm going to use chains in the build that we're doing today. But yeah, no, so today, what I want to be able to do, my number one goal today is to get started on the barn. And I'm really hoping that I'll be able to finish it. I'm going to have to do a little bit more terraforming than what I've done. I've done only a tiny bit up in the area that I'm going to do it at. Before I do that though, I really need to get cinnabar and mangrove. And so I gotta look for a swamp. There's a couple of places that I think I can start because there's jungles and savannas nearby. So I'll see you guys when I get that, and then we'll get started on the terraforming. Okay, so you probably just saw it in those clips, but I did go to the nether roof so that I could make a nether like hub kind of thing, so it's easier to travel up there. I've placed my actual portal down here so that I can still come over to the Crimson Forest. It's just over here. But I have not found a mangrove swamp yet, so I do have to go back up and continue traveling, but I just wanted to show you this before I kept going. I just want you guys to know. It took me 6 hours to find this mangrove swamp. 6 hours. I just wanted to build a barn. I didn't know what I was signing up for. 6 hours. 6 hours. Like 15,000 blocks traveled normally. So many nether portals on the roof. Took forever. 6 hours for this. Was it worth it? Yeah. Because I like mangrove, but dear God. Right, so I've basically gathered everything I think I'm going to need. I didn't record it, but I did drop by a flower forest, grab some flowers in the pale garden that's nearby the home, and grabbed some pale wood because I thought I might use pale wood, but I don't think I'm going to. I still need to do quite a bit of terraforming up here, but I do have my mangrove, cinnabar, spruce that I'm going to need. I have to deal with these bees and put them somewhere else. I'm not really sure where I'm going to put them yet. I'm going to start breeding them because I do want to be able to wax the copper that I've used. Maybe I'll find a way to incorporate them into the build somehow, some way. But yeah, no, I've done some looking around. I think I know what kind of barn I'm going to build. Of course, I'm going to have to terraform, but I've got a pretty good idea of what I think I want to do. And so I think I'm going to go make a barrel that's going to have all of my building materials, and then I'm going to start terraforming, and I'll see you then. So I've finished the barn mostly. So here's what we've got going on so far. I have a wandering trader like llama stall here. I stole them from a wandering trader, and then I got these horses that are literally right next to the house. They're stables, little like storage area with some like food storage and hay bales. Some like in the composter I wanted to look like fertilizer. Then if we go upstairs, I made some more storage, more hay bales, bunch of barrels everywhere. Then I have this desk that I made. I wanted it to look like they were working on like wood and stuff. So those are supposed to be like little like parts that are left over from woodworking. Then this like log over here that they use for the woodworking. Put these like copper like bars here kind of to look like pipes. Got their little water station. I swear there was more wheat there. I think they might have broken it because the wheat's still over there on the other side. Yeah, I think they might have been jumping on it. It's kind of annoying. This is the outdoor area. I had to swap the scaffolding that I was using for the windows to the bars because they were trying to escape. Now, if we go outside, the only thing that I'm missing is foliage, and so I'm going to go over here, get some oak leaves and wood to make some trees, and then I'll be right back when we're done with the foliage outside. So I finished the foliage outside. Let's go take a look at it. This is what I've got so far. A sheep willingly walked in, so he gets to just chill here. I don't have to go find him. So these are the first ever custom trees in my world. I used Axiom and worldedit to make it in creative, and then used Lightmatica to build it. Put a beehive up there. I wanted it to kind of be like an apple tree, so that's why that like barrel of netherrack is there, to try and look a little bit like apples. I built this like hay bale thing that's like suspended off the tree, you know, like where kind of like how they do for like cows and horses and stuff, so they can go and like make sure they're not leaning down to get the hay. I looked it up and it said that they're on a lot of farms. There's a lot of berries and rye in the fields, so I tried to add some like berry bushes and like little rye like field things. Here I did the same thing with the kind of like suspended hay bale and the apples. I put moss where the tall grass is to make it look like maybe it's more like fertile grass there, and it's like making the grass grow taller. I have some water stations over here for them. Now the only thing that I really need to do now is go and get some animals to put in the barn. So I'm going to try and get some warm variants, and we'll be back when I do that. So I'll see you then. So while I was out, I also built this area over here, the little shed. I've got some barrels. I tried to make this look like it's like leftover fences to repair the electrical wire like kind of fence side of the barn. I have a shelf with all of the like farmer's tools on it, hoe, axe, shovel. I built this for like storage of like fertile soil and stuff. We've got some hay storage. Built this like little table so if they have to like make anything on it, they've got room. But yeah, that's the little storage like area I made. And then out here, I've got all of the animals now. I killed a pig and a cow when I was getting them waxed, and I don't know how. But it's fine, because down here, somewhere, yeah, I can hear him, there's a pig. So I can just use him to breed with the other pig I got. There we go. I think there's some sheep down here that I can bring in as well. Yep. Okay, there we go. So I just brought them in. I'm gonna go breed them now, I think. Hopefully when I breed them, I get the warm variants. Let's see. Yes, okay. Got one of the warm ones, good. Hopefully it's a warm variant. It's not. Well, at least I know they can make warm variants now. Alright, so we're done with the barn. I think that in my next episode, I'm going to actually build the skeleton spawner, which I think that the skeleton spawner that I found is actually closer to our houses and stuff. I guess I'll have to check. Yeah, okay, so I checked the coordinates and it's pretty close, I think. It might be in a little bit of a weird spot over the river, though. Yeah, so this is where it is. This is actually in, like, kind of the perfect spot. It's in, like, the only, like, area that's kind of flat. So that's really nice. So I think next episode I'm definitely going to build the skeleton spawner and probably build a building on top of it. I don't really know what yet. So yeah, I think next episode I'm definitely going to build here. And so I think this will be the end of this episode. The only thing I'm going to do off camera is probably like mine, I guess. Really just mine, and potentially build some like trees next to the starter house. Get some foliage in now that I know how to build trees. It's a lot easier than I thought. So, I'll see you guys in the next episode.